Well, happy November. What is it? It's the 3rd? Cheers. Grab your beverage. You know what I did today? I decided, I wish you had smell-o-vision. I added cacao, which is a healthier version of cocoa. So if you don't know the difference between cacao and cocoa, cocoa is highly processed. Cacao is in a more natural state, and it has a lot more health benefits as a result of that. So I put cacao, like a teaspoon of cacao, in my coffee. Oh, it smells heavenly. Tastes pretty good too. You get that chocolate like flavor at the end. It's really yummy. I don't know why I never thought to do that before. Anyway, grab your beverage and grab a seat and let's chat. How did your weekend go? How was Halloween? Did you make it through? Do you have lots of candy left over? Did you get a cleanup crew come through, the older kids that you give most of the candy to at the end? Or were your family members, like my husband, enjoying the leftover candy? And do tell. Did you get dressed up? I have a friend that dressed up like a unicorn. She was so damn cute. So yeah, did you get dressed up? I watched my daughter give out candy to the kids in her neighborhood, and it was so surreal. For the very first time, I think, not giving it out myself, but watching her do it, her and her husband do it. Yeah, kind of an odd feeling. Do you know what I mean? It was just interesting. Because I tell you what, I look at her and sometimes I feel I'm not old enough to have a daughter that age. I feel like I am her age. So it's really bizarre. The whole thing is really weird. And if I haven't told you, she is pregnant with our first grandchild due in April. And we're very excited, very, very excited to welcome our first grandbaby into the family in April. She is sick as a dog. She is awfully nauseous, and it's starting to get a little bit better. She's, I think, at 14 weeks or 15 weeks, something like that. So with each passing week, thankfully, it gets a little bit better. Yeah, that was not my favorite time. Because I, too, was nauseous my first trimester plus. She's just now starting to get her energy back, which is really good to see. Because she's like the Energizer Rabbit. When she was a kid, we used to laugh like that. She would go like the Energizer Rabbit. She would go and go and go, and then boom, finally she would just fall over and go to sleep. And she always had a lot of energy. And so it's very odd to watch her be not so energetic, have to take more breaks, to allow her body to rest. But I'm glad that she was able to do that. And that's how my weekend went. I got to see her give out candy. I did not dress up. We did play that Traders Party, Trators, and I made it, towards the end. I got one person out, her, because she was a trader, and the other two, I didn't have a clue until like literally the very end. For one of them, the other one, he was so good that I did not think he was a trader. I didn't. I thought two people who were faithfuls were traders. And so there you go. So it was fun. It was super duper fun. A great party. Her husband facilitated the whole thing and did an amazing job and adapting it to us being at home, because in the show, if you know anything about the show, they go to sleep. And when they go to sleep, somebody gets murdered. Well, we're not doing that. So they blindfolded everybody, moved people around so you couldn't hear the traders moving around to get together. And they did a really great job. If you ever have questions on how to do that, you can hit me up. I'll be sure to give you the deets, give you the tea, and let you know how it was done, because it was really, really well done, and everybody had the most amazing time. And even John participated and had a great time. And it was surprising that he's usually someone who figures it out pretty quickly, and he didn't figure it out very quickly. No, and he got murdered before he could. So, sad as that may be. And let's see, what else did we do this weekend? I think that's about it. We actually moved up and we're back in our beds. Yes! Our bed upstairs. Because our toilets upstairs are working and our hall bathroom is somewhat working. There's something going on in the drain in the shower that we have to get fixed, hopefully today. But I feel like because we've been under construction for this is 5 weeks, or this is week 5, that everything is out of place. And things that were just like shoved into closets and they're just everywhere. And I've been able to deal with it up until now. And now I need to go through everything and organize and get it put away and not just put on a table or just put in a bin or put on a chair. And so I am looking forward. The contractor is here today to do all the last minute things. Hopefully that'll be the finishing touches, and then the glass will hopefully arrive Wednesday or Thursday. And so I'm super excited for that. Yeah, one other thing that I wanted to share with you is that in November, here in the States, we celebrate a holiday towards the end called Thanksgiving. And most people know, it's a time to be thankful. It's a time for family and friends to get together. And I just wanted to come on at the beginning of November and tell you how grateful and how thankful I am that you have joined me. Do you realize that I have done a live 5 days a week without missing for over a year? Over a year. Every Monday through Friday, even on vacation, even when I wasn't feeling well, even when it wasn't convenient, even when I couldn't do it in the morning and I would come on in the evening. I never missed a day in an entire year, Monday through Friday, in over a year. That's pretty impressive. Have you made yourself a promise and then it's like a New Year's resolution within 2 weeks you've blown it, you've put it by the wayside? There were many times I didn't feel like doing it, you guys, where I was tired or I was stressed or I was sad. Hey, Rhonda! Yeah, that I know. When I started looking back, I started doing this before the Women's Empowerment Experience last year. I think I started in like August or September. I'd have to go back. And I was going to do it for the year for a couple of reasons. Now, some people said, Amy, why do you do this? Well, initially I was doing this to allow myself to share with you the different things that were going on with the Women's Empowerment Experience, right? How to empower yourself. I was here to shed some light and perspective and give you strategies and tactics and hints and affirmations to empower you to live your best life. That was the initial reasoning, intent of the coffee chats. And I didn't call them coffee chats. I just came on live. And then After I did it for, what was it, like 8 weeks, and I did the women's empowerment experience, I decided to do the women's empowerment experience again this year. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to do this again. Now, I also decided to come on every day, Monday through Friday, because there's a woman that I follow named Jen Gotlieb, who said you have a stage in the palm of your hand, that you don't need to get on other people's stages to share your knowledge or expertise and to help people, and to practice by coming on every day. So I married those two, and that's when I started. And then when I started having coffee every day, and I was doing it during my coffee, I was habit stacking. Do you remember me talking about habit stacking? When you want to do a new habit, but it's so challenging to get into that routine, I shared with you that I stack it. So when was I going to do these lives? Well, I wanted to do them in the morning. And in order to do that and remember to do it, I would do it when I would have my coffee, because I was committed to having coffee every day. And so I added that on, and instead of just sitting here scrolling through social or practicing my Spanish or I don't know, whatever I was doing, I decided to chat with you when I do my coffee. And it became so therapeutic for me as I was going through difficult times, as I was making difficult, really hard, challenging, uncomfortable decisions. When I canceled the women's empowerment experience this year, when I decided to retire, when I decided to let my assistant go. And I shared all of those with you. When I grappled with families, family decisions that impacted me. When I struggled with holidays and new ways of celebrating, creating new traditions. When I celebrated that I am now gonna, my daughter's now gonna have a baby. So we've been together every day, Monday through Friday, and this has been a great, warm, comfortable place for me to land. And I am so grateful for that. Aw, I see your little hearts and your thumbs up. Thank you so much. And I feel incredibly close to you. And I know that these lives that I do might not come on at the most convenient hour for you. They might not be convenient for you to watch when I am live. But so many of you come back when you do have a minute and watch them. I think that the average live is about 250 views, which warms my heart. It truly does. And I hope from the bottom of my heart that some of the things that I've shared have empowered you, have given you the perspective shift that you needed at the time that you needed it, that the tools and the strategies that I shared on how to get through some of my most difficult times, make my most difficult decisions, do it when I just don't feel like it. Health issues. Oh, good golly, we've been together through so much over the last year. And I truly hope that it has helped you when you needed it most. And if you need to revisit some of those, I know that they go away now after 30 days. So I've had my assistant download all of them and put them up on my YouTube channel. So if there was a time where you remember me talking about something and now you're going through it, maybe you're grieving the passing of a loved one, when I lost my dad last year, or maybe it's a really difficult decision, or maybe it's something where you need to use your voice and you're uncomfortable and scared and afraid of the impact and how the person's going to interpret it, and that using your voice might make the situation worse, and you might need some encouragement. All of them. Every single one of them is uploaded on my YouTube channel under Coffee Chats. They're all organized for you, so you can find them there. If you're somebody that loves my Wisdom Wednesdays, where it was just a little bit of wisdom to help you get over the hump and on with the rest of your week, do you remember those? I've been doing those now for over 2 years. All of them, every single one of them is on my YouTube channel under Wisdom Wednesdays. Snippets from my talks, they're up there. Everything is archived there. You can find it here. Many of them are here. It's just a little more difficult to find. The quotes that I post here every Friday, those are only here. So you can do a search for quotes or Friday posts to revisit those if you need to. Why am I telling you all of this? Because, my friend, the days of me coming on every single day look like they may be coming to an end. And I appreciate you showing up for me. I appreciate you showing up for yourself. Like I said, I really hope you got something out of this. And that it helped in some way, shape, or form. Maybe that you were able to share it with somebody that is important to you that may be going through a hard time. If you need some additional things, hold on one second. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Ooh. Hang on. I'm back. I meant to share with you, and I will put the posts here. This is a plug for my stuff that will help you. In a time when you really are feeling low and you need to have me chatting in your ear, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. There's many times where you can just pick and choose the message that you need to hear that day. But if you want to just get off social and get off the electronics, there's my book. If you don't have my book, I encourage you to possibly think about getting it. It's a picture book for adults. Look, lots of pictures, lots and lots of pictures, lots of pictures. Because why? Because our attention spans are just so damn short. And because I don't think that I need 700 pages to say something that I can say in 70 words, right? So it's short, it's sweet. You don't need to read it front to back. You can just pick it up, choose one. It might be something like, I don't know, don't quit. Don't quit. Life is going to get tough. And when it does, buckle down and do what you need to do in order to complete what you started. However, there's definitely times when you need to stop doing something, whether a project, job, friendship, or relationship, due to lack of funds or time, conflicts, health, or changing priorities. Be sure to give it your all, but also know when it is time to walk away. There's also believe in yourself. This one is believe in yourself. You are this ant. You are stronger than you believe. When self-confidence is waning, just remember there are people who have done whatever it is that you are trying to do, who are less intelligent, less prepared, less capable, have less money, have less support and resources, and they do just fine. So if they can do it, my friend, so can you. If you need something inspirational, something empowering, something that might allow you to shift your perspective, like God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, So you should listen twice as often as you speak. It's amazing what you hear when you stop talking and take the time to really listen. Maybe it's something that you need to hear. I will post the link for the book. The other day they had it on sale for like less than half off. So check it out, especially for the holidays. It's a great thing to give somebody who's going through a life transition like divorce or empty nest or death of a loved one or going off to college or being laid off, starting a new job. Transitions can and often are difficult. And this book has been really helpful for so many people. And perhaps there are people in your life, or perhaps even you, that would benefit from it. So I'll put the link to that. I also, we're getting to the end of another year. And as grateful as we are for all the things, good and what we have labeled as bad that might just be good in the future, we don't know yet, that the jury's out. When we start a new year, many people want to start fresh. I'm going to encourage you not to wait to the new year, my friend. Don't wait to January 1 to start the diet, start the exercise program, start working on your finances, I don't know, start dating. Why are you waiting? Why are you waiting? Excuse me. You don't need to start on a Monday. You can start on a Wednesday. You can start on a Friday. Excuse me. So often we wait to start on a Monday. We wait to start on the first of the month. We wait to start on the first of the year. Don't wait. Don't wait. If you want to start a business, start doing the baby steps now so that it's up and running by the new year. I, at one point, wanted to do a product for the women's restrooms. I had no idea what the hell I was doing, right? No idea what I was getting myself into, but I knew I wanted to do it. I was going to wait until the girls graduated high school because then I would have more time, right? I would have more time. And somebody told me, don't wait. Even if you only do 10 minutes a week, you're that much further ahead when your girls leave. Don't have to do big things. You can get big things done in just 10 minutes a day. Because at the end of the week, you've done an hour. Don't try and find an hour. That's hard. 10 minutes? We all find 10 minutes. We all scroll on social media for more than 10 minutes. You've been watching me for more than 10 minutes, which I'm grateful for. Don't leave. But we can all find 10 minutes a day. So, oh, Rhonda, what did you say here? Invited us into your mirror. Yes, I did. Let's see. Yes, such a sweet book. I'm waiting for a written letter from Santa. My mom used to say. Well, my friend, Santa just can come a little early. That letter can come a little early. And if, going back to what I was saying, it only takes like 10 minutes a day to change your life. Really. So many times I thought that I needed to do big things, right? I needed to work out every day. I needed to, oh my gosh, I needed to set 3 hours aside in order to clean out my basement. I needed to figure it out. John and I have talked about, if you've not done this, put this on your to-do list. Okay, because it's on my to-do list and it's getting off my to-do list in the next couple of weeks. So what is on my to-do list? I want to talk to you because this is super important. And I started doing this years ago and then I stopped. And with the passing of a really good friend, very suddenly, on a freakish thing that happened, it was a reminder service for John and I to get our shit together. And when I say that, I'm not talking about just getting stuff organized. I'm talking about getting a document made which lists where your life insurance is, who to contact, how much it is, the websites, the usernames, the passwords to all of your accounts. Write it down. You don't need to do it on your computer. You can do it on your computer and delete it. You can write it down in a book, but get your shit organized. If he were to pass tomorrow, I know where 90 to 95% of the things are, but I don't know all the passwords. I don't know all the usernames. I don't even know all the websites. So it would be a nightmare for me. And the same is true for him. I have accounts. I have things that I have set up that he knows that they're there, and we've talked about them. We know how much money is in them, whether they're an asset or an account, whether it's a benefit through his company. Write all that down. How to access it, how to find it, how much is in it, what it covers. Put it in a safe space, copy it, give it to your loved ones if you trust them not to go in and empty the accounts before they're due. Put it in a safe deposit box, something. But please, for the love of God, write down all of those things so that your loved ones have them. Because we never know what tomorrow might bring. And if, God forbid, something were to happen to you, you might not be in a state to be able to speak or write where all that shit is. So take the time, 10 minutes a day. I also have this life-changing planner where you can plan your life in 10 friggin' minutes, because you deserve to have the life you want. Not only when you lose the weight, when you save the money, when you find that significant other, when your kids leave the house, when they graduate college and you get a raise and you don't have. No. Now. You deserve to live the life you want now. And there's ways to do it if you get out of your own way. And so in this, it has everything that I could possibly think of, from a vision board so you can visualize that life that you want to live, to where are you now? Actually taking an inventory. We can't create a roadmap to where we're going unless we know where we are now. So map out where you are now so you can see. Sometimes our progress is so small that we can't even see it. But when we look back, we're like, wow, right? When I look back a year ago, a year and a half ago, when I had brain fog, when I weighed more, when I was so tired, I literally had to rest my eyes at red lights. I forget all that now that I don't have it. When I'm still battling some symptoms I'm looking to get rid of, like all this burping, I forget all the things that I've overcome. Take an inventory where you are now so you can celebrate where you're going each and every step. It's got weekly plans written all out every single day. It's got weekly goals. What is your top priority? Just one. Don't list 10 top priorities. No. One priority until it's done. One. Maybe that's your weight. Maybe that's your relationship. Maybe that's your career. Maybe that's your finances. One, maybe it's getting all your shit together so that you know where it is in case of an emergency. One priority until it's done. Okay? Then you have notes. You have notes. It also has inspiring things to lift you up. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. That's a Wayne Dyer quote I love, I live by. It's got every day. It's got today I am grateful for. You know, I talk about gratitude. Starting our day with gratitudes every single day is how I start my day. And then I end it with that scavenger hunt on all the things that went right. Start your day with gratitudes. I gave you a place to do that up in these yellow boxes. And then you have your to-do list. What are you going to actually get done? I have things 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 things. Don't put a big damn list together. That's friggin' overwhelming. And for those of us that have gone through menopause or are going through menopause, the ability to deal with a list 500 pages long like I used to, it literally gave me anxiety. So I've given you 5. Fill in 2. Fill in 2. That's why I say top priorities. I've given you 3. Focus on 1. And notes. And then at the bottom, I wanted to make this fun. So at the bottom, it says, how was your day? And you get to choose an emoji on how your day went. How fun is that? Color. Be like a kid and color. I also have, at the end of the 30 days, I have a review. Are you on track? Where do you need to realign? Where do you need to get back on? What is one baby step that you can decide to take today to create the life you want? What is just one baby step? Maybe that's to commit to 10 minutes a day, right? Maybe that's to commit. I also give you things like you are truly amazing just the way you are. Or you become what you believe. What do you believe? Find those beliefs. I've got little things on each of the days. You're halfway there. Keep going. I give you encouragement. I give you other things that you can, analyze, think about. What brought me joy? I've done it all in here. I also have in here some fun things like a word search, a de-stress doodle page. I also have the flip it chart. Do you remember that? I'm trying to find it, and for some reason I can't seem to find it. Hang on. Oh, there's a self-care checklist. It is packed full of things. It is not just an organizer. It is a way to realign your life in just 10 minutes a day. So if you're interested or you know somebody that is, don't wait till the new year to start. Start now. I'll put the link for this on there too. So those are some ways to have me in your life on the daily, moving forward. I will tell you, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest because that's just the way I am. I'm going to be sad not doing these every day. I'm going to be super sad. So there's going to be a huge void that I'm going to have to deal with because I feel hugely connected to you. Does that mean I'm never coming back on? No, it doesn't. This is a season of change for me. It might be a season of change for you too. I have done baby steps. Actually, I've done gigantic, ginormous, huge steps between canceling events that were near and dear to my heart, deciding to retire now and not in 3 years, I decided to do a sauna 3 days a week. I decided did I tell you? I decided to do some DNA testing to determine how best to live my life to over 100 and be vibrant and healthy. So this is not the last time you will hear from me. It is just the last time that I will be consistently coming on every day, Monday through Friday. It'll just be a surprise when I pop on and do a coffee chat. Will it be 3 days a week? Sometimes. Will it be 3 times a month? Maybe. It will just be a surprise when it happens. And I share that with bittersweet, right? I'm sad. I'm also really excited for what my next chapter is going to be. I am taking my own planner and writing out my new goals and determining how I am going to achieve those moving forward. I have gone through the whole retirement and what am I retiring to, and I'm still figuring that out. That is a work in progress. That is a puzzle that I am still filling in the pieces. And I'm still going to be here. I will still come on occasion. If you ever have a question, if you ever need me, if you ever are in a situation where you need a perspective shift, I'm only a phone call away. I'm only a message, a text away. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I am here for you. I just might not be coming on every day. That doesn't mean I'm not thinking of you. You are always going to be in my thoughts. I'm working hard not to fall apart as I say this. And you may be saying, if you're so sad, why are you doing it? And I'm doing it in order to allow new things to come into my life. I've shared with you that I don't share things and tell you to do things that I don't do myself, right? In order to be able to grab on and hold the next chapter of my life, I need to be able to relinquish and let go of this chapter. And I might come back in a different way. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I just know that my commitment to doing it every single day for a year, I've done that. And so I will be here for you if you need me. You can find all of these archived on YouTube. You have my books. And I will surprise you from time to time when I have something to share. Maybe I'll come on when I get that molecular hydrogen machine and share that with you. I will do that as I learn more about DNA and how that impacts my health. I will share that with you. But the dailies, this is the last one. And I am thankful for every day that you tuned in. And I really hope that they were helpful. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful, so thankful. And in this thankful month of November, I hope that you have lots to be thankful for. I hope that you find lots to be grateful for. And let me know in a comment below. List 1, 2 things that you're super grateful for. And remember, the secret sauce to the gratitude practice is you got to feel, what would it feel like if you didn't have that? And as you feel really sad, realize that you don't need to be sad because you have that thing. Like I think about what would it be like if I didn't have you in my life? And it makes me so incredibly sad. And then I remember that I'm so grateful that you are in my life. And there's this flood of emotion. And that emotion is what I hold on to and I grab. And that is gratitude. Start your day with gratitude and see how many things you see during your day to be grateful for. And with that, cheers to you, my friend. I hope that you have the most magnificent, marvelous, magical, merry Monday. And I will catch you another time. Make it a great one. Make it happen. You deserve it. See ya.